Salam, shalom, all praises to the rising. Peace and wisdom. Big Usair speaking. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thumbs me up. No spicy talk either. Thumbs me up. What am I missing? If you haven't joined and you want to become a member, press the blue join word next to subscribe. Then you can have access to private content. Now let me look in my book of lessons. If any of you guys have questions, y'all can ask. If the music I'm playing is freaking you out, this is good, you know. This is what I do. I teach people. I piss them off too. I tit for tat. I'm a bad person. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm retarded. Now, if you have any questions, y'all can ask. I'm going to go on ahead and put a half a tablespoon of nutmeg on this here blunt. So if I start talking to people that's not, in real life, is that you, Jimmy? Nobody's there though. I'm seeing stuff. Don't worry about it. It's what's supposed to happen. Don't. Let me stop saying stuff like that. Don't try that. I'm sorry. I forgot there's children watching teenagers. I shouldn't even have said that. Don't try anything that I say, because everything that I say is a real thing. And I play a lot. Don't do it. That's all I can say. Now, before I begin, I want to say this. This one thing, maybe two. Hell, maybe even three. Women are pedophiles more than men. I'm sorry if that just came out fast like that. This is the truth. There are more women pedophiles than men. This is just not brought up. And so, if you think I'm lying, you ask yourself, when was the last women pedophile case that you remember? That part. Now, if I ask y'all about men, y'all gonna say R. Kelly, William Cosby, William, same difference. Things of this nature. And so, the point I'm making is this. If the agenda or the goal is to get rid of pedophiles, then you can't be biased to one side only. And so in that, the agenda is not to get rid of pedophiles. The agenda is to get rid of men, or the power that men have had in life all this time. Now, if you a woman, you don't got to get mad at Big Usair. I'm just a black nigga from the hood, so I have no power. I'm not even saying anything. So you don't have to get mad at me. I'm just telling you, like, those in power. I guess you have women in power. Of course, we know men have always been in power. So I guess women in power are stealing back power from the men that have it. Me being a man that I have power, but I don't have no power in regards to those things. So I don't have these kind of agendas, but I'm just pointing this out. Now, being as though men don't care about this, meaning when I was 15, 16 years old, if the 30-year-old chick wanted to slam dance with me, so let the slam dancing begin. I'd get mad at you if you actually interfered with that. Meaning, if you told my mama that I was about to hit the old lady, you know how mad I would be? Why would you tell after? How you gonna tell before I hit it? Because young boys is desperate for vagina. They don't care how old. And so you see the dilemma there? On one end, even to the I'm wrong. The whole point I just made is just wrong. I just realized that. It ain't a crime if the victim view it that way. And so I suppose this is why women don't get charged with pedophilia, because technically there is no crime. The young man's gonna be highly upset if you interfere with him getting vagina, especially from an older woman. This is like a jewel. Now, young women like getting slam danced by older men too, you know. The thing is this, there's a different kind of shame that comes with it, and so they get to run and say, no, he raped me, hold on. And so I don't know if this is bad or good. We live in a confused life. Hopefully a lot of you guys realize this and just, bring everything in. Wusa. Get you a blunt of Afghan Kush. That's what I'm smoking. I had to give the 6 p.m. a break. Now, what am I supposed to be talking about? Fauns, isn't that right? Peace and wisdom, Prakyath, and everyone else. Hopefully you guys grasp what I just said. It's a very deep thing. I don't want to say too much, they already interfere with my channel. Meaning I have videos up about homosexuality. The things that's frowned upon, so I don't want to interfere with you guys getting wisdom before needed. But grasp what I'm saying. If you're a woman or a man, pedophilia starts with women, meaning there's more women that are guilty of that than men. Way more, meaning it's not even close. You don't want to know the truth. I'm just saying, you don't want to know the truth. But if you want to get rid of pedophilia, you have to start there, because that's truly where most of the pedophilia is happening. It's a deep thing. I know some older men, they're quite slow. When they hang around their buddies even tell them, like, you're a little slow, man. We just keep you around. You like the mascot. Some of you guys have crews. There's the dumb guy in your crew. He's a little slow. Y'all like, man, he dumb. Chicks can get over on him. He's just retarded. It doesn't. Once vagina comes in his face, he's stupid. He's stupid before that, but dumber. I know some young 15-year-old girls, they strip. They're quite grown. They have a certain kind of mind. They can manipulate, a nigga's whole check out of them. They only 15 though, but they reserved, you know. The point I'm making is that 15-year-old girl, she'd work wonders on that 25-year-old. You get it? Meaning, 25-year-old stupid fool. Yeah, man. He ain't that witsy. 15-year-old girl. Some of y'all know some 15-year-olds where you like, nah, she slick as hell, boy. She grown as hell. Forget her body, her mind. Like, she is a goddamn manipulator. You get it? She too grown to be with the 15-year-olds that she be around. She manipulate the hell out of them. You get it? What you think she gonna do to that 25-year-old man? But she gonna be the victim. You get my point? And so I'm not saying it's a young girl's fault if an older man sleeps with her, but I'm saying we live in a real world. And so when you attacking real problems, you got to attack them on a real level. You can't attack them shallow like, because then ain't nothing gonna happen in terms of the bad deed getting, done with for good. And so be mindful of these things. That's all I can say. If you a young man, it's not good that you have sex with older women. I'm sorry, I just said that like I have a list. I don't want the vagina right now. I'm sorry. Prostitutes calling Big Uzi. Call me at night. I buy vagina at night, not in the daytime. What's wrong with you, lady? I'm just playing. Some of y'all retarded. Y'all don't know how to have fun. I like to enjoy. Now, that wasn't prostitutes calling me, but so. I'll say practically anything. I'll practically say anything to like when you're dealing with the realms of wisdom, you have like pillars of Hercules. Don't go beyond. I like to go beyond. Just scream out for no reason. Fat pussy. You're not supposed to say that when you wise. I say it anyway. I don't. I say anything because like it doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. It's deep. Try and grasp. Are y'all alive today? Are y'all in here? I got a lot of likes. Salam, shalom. Can I get a response? Are y'all alive? There's quite a few of y'all in here. Now, in regards to the title at hand, why Hitler was killing Jews. Salam, shalom, star vision. Okay, y'all in here. Y'all not dead today. What is today? Oh, today the day before the first, so I get it. Y'all waiting for 12 o'clock. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. He show his ass when he get out the hood. Yeah, you niggas is waiting for y'all waiting for midnight. Waiting for y'all to check the cover first. I'm sorry. I say shit that's too real. Like that's not even a joke. It's just the truth. There's somebody on here. Broke as hell. They like, man, 12 o'clock ain't come fast. I'm sorry. If you have a lot of money in the ghettos, they get their checks on the first. So the day before the first, the drug dealers like to go around and give out a lot of credits. It's a real gloomy day. You know, everyone's lacking a little bit. Those that are not, they're exploiting the lack. You say, you want to borrow something? So you have charlatans, all kind of things in the ghettos. Like I said, they exploit poverty. They're not impoverished, but they're waiting for it. You need some credit to tomorrow? Just give me your card. I'll go to the bank and take your money out for you. So this is how it worked when I was in the streets. We'd go collecting cards. You need some credit? Give me your bank card. I'll hold it for you. You meet me at the bank in the morning, and you can do it yourself or give me the pen. But I'm going to get my cash. I'm not playing with you. And so I have like a whole stack of cards on the first. 50 fiends with me. I'm sorry. Why do I say these things? It's just not right to do. I don't. It's deep. I don't. So some of y'all are like, damn, that's how y'all was moving back in the day. Hell, it was impoverished back in the day, baby. You had to make sure you had. That's like a signature. You had to make sure you had a signature on your check. So it's a deep thing. Now, where was I at? Why were the Nazi killing Jews? Peace and wisdom, Tiffin Yella, and everyone else, boss man. How many of you women watch my videos and put your titties on the glass? Like, forget it. Don't worry about it. I shouldn't say. Now, Hitler. Hitler. He was killing the Jews because of this reason. Let me go to my Jew section. I'm sorry. There's something very deep I want to explain to you guys too. This video's not that important. Hitler and the Jews, that is. It's pretty fast, that's why I say it's not important. You have your ancient goat people. They're written about in the literature, meaning half man, half goat people. Of course, this is termed as mythology. Many things are termed as mythology, meaning in today's times you guys believe that Christianity is not mythology. Christianity comes from ancient Kemetic science, which is deemed as mythology. Ancient Kemetic science and Norse mythology is the same. If you're well versed on the scholarship, then you'll know that. The point I'm making is all these things are from the same teachings, just in a different tongue or perspective. But they have those that's older as myth. Things more new, not so much. And so the point I'm making is you have these goat people of old. Now they come under the god Pan. This is like the Panhead Africans when I was explaining to you guys that Pan Africans worship the devil. You have this ancient god Pan of old. And then you have the people of Pan. This is your half goat. They are called Fauns. Half goat, half people. Long ago, these Fauns, half goat, half people, begin to mix and merge in with your Germans, the Russians. Breed in with them. White people are perverse, so you don't have to get confused and say, why would somebody have sex with a half goat and a half man? And a white person will have sex with a whole goat. So if it's half of a person, they will really have sex with. I'm sorry if you white. Why would I say some shit like that? Just cancel me. I have to learn. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I have to learn. There is something wrong with Big Lucille. That nigga got a problem. That young nigga right there got a serious problem. Did you hear what he just said about white folks? I'm sorry. I'm being sarcastic. You guys will say white people are perverse, but I can't say anything. But if others say it, it's okay. So white people have always been viewed as perverse people. When I say perverse, I don't. They're freaky. I don't want to use words that's going to trigger anything. So let's just say white people have always been a little freaky. Curious. So, like, if you're a black man and you've had sex with a white woman, you don't have to ask her, like, you want to give me a little fellatio? Just do it. You don't need to say anything. With a black woman, you kind of have to act. You think maybe? If you touch her head, you're going to get punched. So don't do that. If you're white, take notes. You say, I like black women. I can't wait till I have sex with one. No, you can wait. Trust me. They're a little... If you touch their head like that, make sure your dick is out of striking. Make sure your dick is out of striking distance because they will hit you. And, you won't get any fellatio. Now, if they really like you, they'll give you fellatio, but don't ask for it. Well, you have to ask for it. Otherwise, they'll try to slick their way out of it. Like, if he didn't ask, I didn't. Black chicks think they're slick. Like, you'll give them money. Like, go to the store for me. Give them $100 bill. It's only $5 you spent. They're like, hey, if you don't ask for the $95 change, they're like that. So, like, if you don't ask for fellatio, they're not gonna bring it up. They'll just bring up for them, like, do you do oral? They don't mind. They don't know. Black women have mental problems. They will just blatantly ask you that, like, do you do oral? Like, looking you dead in your eye, like, they want a response. They're not playing. But you're like, you want to say no, but then you don't want to look like, you're inexperienced because they have this look like, if you say no, I'm leaving. If you say no, nigga, I'm not messing around with you anymore. You're a child. Where's your daddy at? So, if you're white or any race and you like black women, take a little class, find a black chick, and pay her. You have to. They're not gonna do anything for you for free. So you pay her. If you're a black woman, I'm sorry. I'm such a traitor. I beat me up, okay? Hit me later. I don't. You guys should just gang rape me. Like, I have to learn a lesson. tie me down, do me filthy. Like I said, rape me. I have to learn my lesson if you're a woman, so I'm sorry. But find your black woman friend, pay her. It's a deep thing, man. She'll teach you all the secrets. She'll teach you everything I just told you. Don't worry about it. Now let's get to this deep content. Salam, shalom, de Gusia. I'm back. Y'all cracking up. Y'all stupid, a little spicy. Yeah, black chicks are spicy too. Be careful with them. They'll whip out they'll whip out a strap on and try and test your manhood if you let them. They have no limits. I'm just telling you. I know black chicks who've put dildos in brothers' mouths. They come talk. They tell you too. Like, yeah, I put my dildo in his mouth. He didn't do anything. I stuck it in his ass too. He didn't even feel it. Say, oh shit, bitches is crazy. Oh my god, that's rape. She's crazy. Some of y'all watching right now, like, yeah, y'all know what y'all do. Y'all are quite disturbed. Now, you know me, I'm the cool fella, so they consoling me. Big who said, I think I'm the cutest motherfucker on the planet. So I tell them from jump, you quite you're quite cute, but I just want to make sure you know in this relationship that we have, I'm the cute one. So it's like it's a privilege for you to like be with me. So don't do the extra stuff. I'll cut you off. I don't mind. Like she be bad. Baddest shit you ever seen. So this is what I have to tell her in the beginning so she understands. Like, you're cute, but I don't view you as like you're an expendable. Like, I'm Big Usil. You've made it to like the promised lands. Now just be nice. Don't play with me. Like, shalom, shalom. I'm just playing. Thank you, Star Vision. Now let's get to business. Thank you for the give back, King Aries. Oh, y'all get quite a lot of wisdom out of the jokes. I see. This is where y'all get the knowledge from, right? Now sure are special. All of y'all a star, like the ones from school. Give y'all all a star for the day, because you have to do that in special ed because you have to keep this. I'm just call y'all dumb indirectly. Yeah, this is special ed. I'm the teacher. I'm motherfuckers are slow. Now, where was I at? Fauns. Hitler and the Nazis were killing the Jews because, like I said, you had the goat people. They began to mix, breed in with your Germans, your Russians, your European races. Now, when you're dealing with Hitler and the Nazis, of course, you have different nationalities amongst your white groups. Of course, if you're a minority, you don't view it that way. White people, just white people. But they have different purity levels. See, everything has to do with colonization. This started, long, long ago. So your first white group, which would have been albino, they colonized the northern tip of Germany. So this is when Europe was getting colonized. This is what the Nazis believe. Let me clarify that. This is what Hitler and the Nazis believe. If you wonder, like, what wisdom did Hitler have when he was bugging the fuck out? And he had this wisdom that I'm telling y'all. So they believe you have a master race or a Herren Volk. They believe you're Japanese and, your pale-skinned Chinese people predate them in this Herren Volk. But, of course, your European races have the power. These are your master races. But they descend from a real master race. So this is your cone-headed albino of old. That race is this master race that's being spoken of. These cone-head albinos, let me silence this. These conehead albinos of old, this is before minority races, this is before Puerto Rican or Colombian, you get it, Ethiopian, any nationality you can think of. This is when you just had red, brown, black, and yellow indigenous men running around their rainforests, butt naked, how indigenous people do. These white conehead albinos colonized the northern tip of Germany. They believe this race was descendants of your Atlanteans. So you have conehead white albinos colonizing the northern tip of Germany. Okay, I said that wrong. The cone-headed albinos come before these descendants of the Atlanteans. But this white, blonde, completely blonde, like white blonde hair, platinum blonde, they colonized the northern tip of Germany. They worked their way to Asia, of course. You get to the northern tip of India. I don't want to say the northern tip, but ancient India, you had your Arya Varta, that city, and your Aryas, the high noble ones. So Arya, Aryan, which I would say Aryan, but Aryan and Aryas, the same thing. It's speaking of these same Caucasian people, so to say, but the actual making of them, starting with this cone-headed albino race, and them colonizing Europe, working their way to Asia. Now, during this ancient time, you had your half goat, half man, your fauns. A race of people, they fall under Pan. You actually have one, if you look up who was I don't know what you would look up. There was a goat king of Italy, I think, or Spain, from back in the day. A goat king. That's what he's referred to as. And so, the point I'm making is these half goat people begin to mix and merge in or mix breed in with, your Germans, your Russians, kind of hide themselves, from the mixed breeding. Meaning, your modern day Jews have the peyotes that they wear. This is the side locks. And, the goat tee. So they have the goat appearance. Y'all don't see their feet and their legs, so y'all truly can't speak on that. You get my point? But the point I'm making is they're the descendants of them ancient goat people. And any time in history, the goat people always get killed. That's the best way to put it. Meaning, if you go back to the old mythology, so man be hunting the goat men. If you come into modern times, Hitler was hunting the Jews, but they the same thing as Hitler and them. So it's kind of confusing when you think of it, because a Jew is technically a German. You get my point? Ashkenazi Jews and all, they like Germans, Russians. And so it's strange, why is Hitler killing them? They the same thing he is truly. Just because they call themselves Jews, bloodline wise, they the same. Like that. He see, like they the ancient goat people. Sneaking their way into the race. Trying to get some, white people rule or white nations rule. So of course Jews have a lot of rule, a lot of power. But, I guess Hitler looked at it like a stealing of power, like you're not a part. You fucking goat, you snuck your way in. Like, now nobody knows the difference. So he started whacking them. Like, they the descendants of Pan, so you whack them out. That's why Jews don't fuck with no people. Because they got a history getting whacked out. Like, this before Hitler. Like. But you got to look at them as the goat people. So that's what they called in the past, the goat men. But it's labeled as mythology, so then y'all get confused. Just like when I say conehead albino, y'all got stories of tall, white, red-headed motherfuckers that wear Viking hats, which are cone-shaped. But y'all don't seem to grasp. So. Now, you do have, what would these people be called in today's times? Your redheads. They're coming from like Greenland, right? I believe. Your white redheads, blondes. So they don't got cone heads. No, I can't even say if they do or don't. But I don't think they do. I never seen a bald-headed redhead. I'm not sure. But you have strange things in this life. I'm not sure if y'all grasp that. Y'all have movies and things that have to do with cone heads. Life is biology. So it starts with the sperm cell getting the egg cell, and then you get a whole body. This is how the whole universe starts. This is how you get physical life. So before you have any physical bodies, all you got is sperm cell, egg cell. So this cone head albinos colonizing foreign territory, meaning the woman's womb. They get the egg cell. Your first colonization in the world. And so sperm cells are white and cone-headed. Of course, the chromosome within the sperm and the chromosome within the egg cell mix and merge. So this is your ancient Egyptian Upper Egypt merging with Lower Egypt, and then from there you get your dynasties. Before then, you got your pre-dynasties. This is that merging. So like I said, the world we live in is biology. And the text y'all have is explaining that biology. It's just not using the words that y'all are familiar with in regards to biology. So they say like Upper Egypt merged with Lower Egypt. Y'all say like the 23 chromosome. The chromosomes of the man merge with the chromosomes of the woman. You get my point? Like that. But it's the same biology. Now they're explaining the universal body. And so it's the same as ours. So same story, same reality. And so we know it from our perspective. Sperm cell gets egg, chromosomes, they come together. From there you start to get, you get your zygote, and then you get a whole bunch of cells multiplying from that point forward. And you also have the actual deity that will control this body. That's you. So you have millions, trillions of cells within you, and you are, what controls the vessel. Our universe is that way. You get it? The universal body, sperm cell gets egg on that level of life. We have comets, meteorites. Like a whole galaxy is like a sperm cell. So when y'all see like galaxies getting sucked into black holes, star systems getting sucked into black holes, this is like sperm cells getting pulled out the penis, like orgasm. But you're within the body, so you see it how you do. So for you, it looks like a star kind of getting sucked into black darkness. On the outer, it would just look like, sperm cells is just micro stars. Meaning if you ever wondered, excuse my language, but I have to. What the fuck is those fucking lights up there? Sperm cells. Now, if you ever looked at semen, you say, I know there's micro sperm cells in there. I wonder what they are. That. Just on a micro perspective. As above, so below. Reverse it, though. And so, kind of grasp. Press 1 if y'all following so far. And so, when you're ejaculating out semen, this is sperm, and you're a man, you're literally ejaculating out more than whole star systems, but like this shit is a really deep thing, but nothing don't got respect for nothing below it. Meaning when you see a whole galaxy go into a black hole, as we would call it, this is truly, that galaxy and others being ejaculated out. Hold on, I believe my door. I apologize if anyone else, that wasn't my door, but if there's any other disturbances, I'm just going to ignore it. It's truly not important. I don't even know why I waste my time entertaining it. I apologize, guys. I remember I was speaking about sperm cells, below in the abyss, and them being galaxies. And so when you see a whole galaxy kind of go into a black hole, you got to remember we live in a star system. A star system is a part of a galaxy. So if a whole galaxy gets sucked into a black hole or ejaculated out of the universal body, that's the star system, planets, the people on the planets, the goddamn cells, molecules, atoms within them. That's every level of life you could think about below a galaxy. Just pushed out. And so hopefully there's an egg cell somewhere there. So are y'all grasping? I see a lot of ones, so I'm assuming y'all are. But sperm cells is that. So when you're ejaculating out semen, there's people involved. There's a whole galaxy, meaning an organism is basically a universe on a micro level. So within us, you have cell, molecule, atom. You get it? If something happened to us, all them levels of life beneath it got to suffer the consequences as well. It's the same with us. If something happens to this universe, the galaxies is fucked. The star systems that make up the galaxies is fucked. The planets that are a part of the star systems are fucked. We on the planets, we fucked. You get it? Like that. Excuse my language. Al said, how often do you whack it? Spicy. Ooh, shit, I had to take something to drink. That was spicy. My mouth is on fire. Homosexuals are allowed here. No flirting. This is straight territory. I just reiterate that. Bro, we need a moderator. You want to be the moderator, Rifle? Hit up. Let's try you for this video. Show me how it works. I just added you as a moderator. I hope you're an honorable person. Next video, I'll switch it up, I suppose. Now, show me your moderator powers, Rifle. Gotta make everything deep. Show me your new powers. I made this nigga a Power Ranger, blood. Your moderator. I gave this nigga power. You see how real I am and strong? Yeah, just gave this nigga powers, baby. It's like I told all the women on the other video with my semen. Let me stop lying. Y'all been hitting me up like, Salas? Magic semen? I heard. Can I have some? I'll do what you want. So, I've been manipulating y'all to give me a vagina. I'm sorry for all of y'all that believed it. My semen, it's magic, but regular magic, Rabbit out the hat, baby out the vagina. Same difference, whatever. Magic shit. So I've been lying to women, I'm guilty. I'm confessing. Like, I've been using my wisdom evilly. Like, you want to see a trick? I trick them. I make them do things they don't know what they're doing. Solid said if I swallow all the semen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Solid said if I swallow all the semen and rub it all over me, I'll heal. And then I abandoned her. I said, whoa, hey, whoa, horsey, whoa. I never said that. I start lying and shit. I don't care, It's deep. I never told you that, girl. She is lying. Not me. Word to Bobby Brown. Nigga start swearing to people that don't got nothing to do with his life. You know how you be like, I swear on my daughter. Nigga said, I swear on Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown. I swear on John Rule, blood. What would John do? I I'm quick with the mouth. You got to be on point. A lot of people get caught. I explained Bobby Brown, blood. They don't even realize what I said. Like, okay, watch. Like, this nigga don't. He not listening. I don't know Bobby Brown, baby. I only seen him once. Bobby Brown, real as shit. I seen Bobby Brown on 34th Street once. He asked me to get him some weed. I should have got it for him. He had a nice little lady with him too. I was fly, but not that Bobby fly. So I was insecure. I said, I don't think I could steal Bobby's bitch. I don't care if his mouth is twisted to the side. Because I said, damn. Want some weed or crack, nigga? I'm sorry. I looked at his chick. I said, I know she don't smoke crack. Maybe she do. You know, my man put me on. He said, you got to catch the young girls when they first start smoking crack. Because they still good then, like, they still good to have sex. I'm sorry. I didn't even say none of that. Like I said, y'all have to cancel me. I have to get my eye. I have to get it together. You know? Yeah. You know? Now, where was that? Fauns? No, I was actually speaking about, us being universes on a micro perspective. And so when we ejaculate out as men, we ejaculate out whole universes in perspective, meaning that semen is literally a whole universe on a micro level. So atoms are like planets. Of course, atoms come together, you get molecules. This is a substance, something more physical. Planets come together, you get a whole star system. You get it? Star systems come together, you get constellations. This is like molecules, Atoms coming together to create something more physical, something more stable. Substance. So the same way atoms come together to create molecules, planets come together to create star systems. Or you can say a star system is basically like an atom. It has its lights, our electrons, and its protons, which are stable, this being the planets. However you want to view it, but as above, so below. Now, the point I'm making is this. On the smaller levels of life, of course, we're the universe. And an atom would basically be a planet, a star system, constellation. Cells, galaxies. Of course, the universe is the organism. On planets, you have people, animals, plants, your sounds. You understand? Fucking plants is silent, but they do have a vibration, meaning they can be detected. You have other things that just speak in vowels, like a baby, ah, eh, ah, da. Other things speak in syllable, like a lamb, ba, ha. Then of course you have man. Man speak word. So these is all your manifested sounds on the planet. Meaning you have your planet, then all the manifested sounds within it. This is how life works. So it's the same on a micro level. You have your atoms. This is a planet on a micro level, though. But don't get it twisted as it ain't what it is. It's a planet. It's just smaller you. It's so small, it's like a little flash of light. If it was a little big, it'd probably look like a droplet of rain, a molecule. Little bigger, maybe a rock. Or maybe thick mud. A little bigger than that, maybe, physical clay. Meaning the bigger it gets, the more you can see it clear, the more physical it would appear to you. But when you're flying in the plane, people just look like specks or dots till they look like nothing. Like, where are they? Like that. Microphone low. I apologize. Someone said the mic is low. Is it low or is it just them? I am speaking low, but can y'all hear me as of... Shalom, shalom. Let me know if you guys have heard everything I said thus far. And so, as I was saying, within the planet, of course, you have your manifested sounds. That's your people, your animals, your plants. All the life forms here all make sound, ranging from vibration or silent to word. Of course, mankind speaks word. This is God manifested in these realms. Of course, God is the word. We the manifested word. Ain't nothing else speaking word but man. So, just the true teachings. If you want to go more in depth, you have to get a one-on-one. Now, the point I'm making is this. We are the manifested sounds on the planet. If you go down to the atomic levels of life, you have your logos that live within an atom. Logos no different than your manifested sounds on this level. Meaning within that atom, it being a planet, you have your logos. Logos is like Greek way of saying word, but not word in that way, a different kind of word. And so word like that, meaning we're manifested words. Everything you see manifested sounds. These things being physical things. Too small to detect though. So the Greeks had a better understanding. So they know, okay, on the atomic levels of life, that being like an atom being like a planet, because as above, so below. So within that planet, you're going to have your sounds, your logos, meaning your words. And so you get it? You have your sigils. This is like syllables. You have your seals. This is like a word. And then you have your logos, which is like plural words, like a sentence. So this is what they're speaking of when they speak of the eternal logos, or the infinite logos, or the divine logos. They're speaking of that. You get it? The manifested word or sentence, meaning atoms are like vowels. I, E, O. Molecules are like sigils or syllables. Ba, ma, da. You get it? Two vowels together. Well, not two vowels, but, syllables. Bethlehem. Beth-le. These is the syllables. Some things speak in syllable, like a sheep. Bah. This is your sigils or your syllables. Then you have your molecular level of life, your molecules. This is your seals. Basically, full words. You get it? So you can describe the building blocks of life, or the smaller life manifesting, building up to the larger levels of life in word form, because that's what they are. You get my point? Meaning y'all speak words, other things speak syllables here, but all is manifested words coming from the abyss, developing up to be these, sounds that have manifested. Are y'all following? Let me know. I don't see nobody gave back. I don't think motherfuckers appreciate. Nah, let me stop bothering y'all. Important to read. Ain't nothing important to read, but it's important to know. Let me finish where I was. Like I said, your cells. This is after your seals, after your molecules, would be your words. This is cells. Logos is word, but plural. When you have all those cells within semen, but it being one thing, this is your logos. All your words in one, like a sentence. You get it? Logos is kind of like a sentence, word. But not word as we know and use in speech, a different kind. This is an ancient Greek thing. meaning they have a word for word when speaking of like speech and sentence, and then they have the word logos. So that's what that is. Basically explaining to y'all on the atomic level of life, there's living people too small for y'all to even perceive. The same way if y'all were as big as a universe, y'all wouldn't be able to see self here in these planets. The planets wouldn't be nothing to y'all. It wouldn't matter what kind of microscope you look through. If you was on a universal level of life looking within the vessel, you wouldn't barely be able to see the planets, let alone the people and animals on it. You just hear them like, oh, it makes sound. Like an atom resonates a D note, I think. All the sounds. You hear the sounds in the background, the little birdie, I'm speaking, y'all probably talking and shit. All of these sounds from a distance would just merge as one note coming from that ball of energy or that atom or that planet. And so they can't see us, but they can hear us, and that manifested logos will always be there. Y'all follow me? Let me get to some of these questions. Al said, did you talk about the Nazis killed the Jews? Yeah, the Nazis killed the Jews because they believed them to be, the ancient goat people. Prakyaf said, like Horton, here's a who. I'm not sure what that is. I think a movie or something. I don't. You have to explain. Tree of Wisdom said logos and sigils are the same. No, sigils are have any right there. Damn, I don't feel like getting up to get some magazines, show y'all some images, but seals is those ancient circles, basically spirit summoning seals. Ancient circles, they have the image of a certain deity on it. This image looks like scribble scrabble, but whatever. Like your 72 seals that Solomon bound. Your 72 demons. This is why they're viewed as person. You get it in seals. Like I said, when you get to molecule level, that's just seals. When you're dealing with those symbols, they're the mixing and merging of different molecules being substance. So your seals. It's like I told y'all, you mix and merge substances, you create a seal. A seal is technically a living entity. You get it? It would be a goddamn virus or a more developed molecule. So it's the ancient sorcery. Like, I should have did this video with my feather because they got magic powers. Let me stop bothering y'all. And so logos is after, meaning a sigil. It's like I explained to y'all. You got vowels, syllable. A sigil is like a syllable. After syllable, you have word. Word is like seal. So you have vowel, which is sound. Then you have syllable. Or sigil, if you're using the older word. After sigil, you have seal. A seal looks like a bunch of sigils stuffed into a circle. You get it? Like that. A seal is a cell or a word. You get my point? But we're speaking of something physical. After that is the logos. This is when the substance takes all those words. Or your sperm cells, meaning your sperm cells is your seals. When y'all are summoning, when they take these drug mixtures to summon these entities, they're summoning the deity up above, meaning the constellations. These things being these virus that y'all have in y'all bodies on a macro level though. Above that is your sperm cells. So they're on their way, meaning above constellations is galaxies. These are sperm cells in the abyss. You get my point? Meaning the galaxy is just in its darkness. Dead. Oval, please, brother. And so kind of grasp. We live in the body. The lower levels of life is within our bodies. Manifested logos. It's a deep thing. Y'all follow? I'm not sure if y'all even heard of logos before. If you were a Christian and you study deep, read the Apocrypha and everything, so then you heard of logos. So now you know what it is. Now, if y'all have any questions, please ask, but not questions like, do I listen to Akon? That's just ridiculous. I swear, you young boys in the daytime are half homosexual. Y'all don't ask people like, Silas, did you have sex with Megan Good yet? Y'all don't. They said, do I listen to Akon? Why? Do Megan Good listen to Akon, nigga? Talk to me about shit except Megan Good, punk. I already told you. He's talking about. I told the nigga I had a crush on Megan Good. I seen her back in the day down on Wall Street. Nigga, she smoking a cigarette. So she been my crush ever since. Before that, but ever since then. Point is, don't ask me about no Akon, nigga. You got Megan Good number, nigga? I'm sorry, y'all. If you don't, stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you no more. You don't have nothing to offer. I want the number. Stop stalking Megan Good. It's the wisest person on the planet. Call her back. It's me, Casper. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Are stars fixed in the sky? Of course not, silly. They're fallen angels. They're working their way up to be galaxies. This is sperm cells lost below, you know? In the balls, this is the bottomless deep. They're dead there. This is Lilith realms. She's the great owl. This is where she lays her nest in the feminine world, our body. And so, the darkness is within self. Lilith's realm is within. She steals babies. This is, you know, sperm cells. She steals them. She's what's manifested below in every world. You know, she steals babies. She lures them in. Deep, you have to grasp. And so this is the abyss below. Now it's so scary down in the abyss of self that every night when y'all set into self and go there as minds, y'all get halfway and faint. I was scared to death of Lilith. She's the queen of night, but not nighttime. Darkness, you know, that sperm cell darkness, where them motherfuckers is just dead in the abyss. You know, that galaxy darkness, where they just up there, it's dark. And they ain't going nowhere. Like that kind of darkness. This is all truth. Make sure you grasp. And so this is where the owl hoots, you know, where the spiders gather. Like I said, every night y'all visit Lilith's realms. This is, you know, the darkness below. But y'all faint. Y'all just go unconscious once y'all get close. Y'all call that sleep. So, it's interesting because light is deeper than y'all grasp. When y'all set into self, so y'all go into night, Lilith's realm, you know, where the owls meet. And this is where the nymphs are. The whores of Nu, the nuns. Nuns are whores of Nu. They wear all black, they wear white little stripes. So like, we're the reason why the semen came out. They're like evil. But you have to grasp this. This is real life. Like, if you follow the Catholic Church or any church, so you have nuns. They wear all black, a little bit of white though, you know. They're the whores of Nu. The whores of Nun. Y'all don't know the ancient Egyptian god, the Nun or Nu, the primordial abyss, the darkness, the blackness? Nun. Nu. Again, they're nuns. The whores of Nun, the whores of the abyss. White substance come out with all the souls in it. They're responsible for that. In perspective, that's what they represent. Manifested whores of Nu. And make sure that the Christ, or the divine, chrism, the divine substance, is sacrificed to what's below. It's a deep thing. Y'all have to grasp. Y'all live inside. You live in the body, that's all I can say. It's a deep thing. Try and grasp everything. It's just the orders of the body. Like, y'all are like germ cells being transitioned into sperm cells below, slowly over time. Like, starts with the mind. It's deep. But that's what nuns are, whores of Nu. This is your abyss, your dark, scary realms that, y'all think before y'all get to. It's deep. This is the veil before the throne. That's to say, this is the darkness or the shade before God or Allah. So it gets crazy there. Like I said, it's where your nymphs are. These whores. They need sex. The nuns are them. Like, nuns only have sex with the bishop. If you didn't know that, now you do. Like, bishops have sex with them, the little kids, everybody. It's dark. This is the abyss. So these things are. If y'all ever wonder, like, why do priests keep getting caught fucking kids? It's the abyss, baby. This is the dark realms. This is. Everything has to stay in orders. Souls have to be sacrificed to below. Whores of Nu have to be, baby. Lest there won't be no physical life. So it don't matter what you don't like. It has to be like. So the church is in order to make sure everything is how it is. The nuns, the whores of Nu. Pope is the top devil. He wears, the Osiris sperm cell crown. You ever seen the Pope's crown? Y'all think I'm fucking joking. Anyway, the Pope wears the Osiris sperm cell shaped looking crown. Sperm cells get eggs. He's the head devil. You have the whores of Nu, the nuns. All the orders y'all have to make sure, y'all die and are sacrificed to below. This is why y'all have the religions and y'all secretly worship the devil, and I keep telling y'all that, and y'all like, no, we don't. Y'all have to worship the devil. You have to worship what's below. So, like, if y'all don't, puberty won't happen, and then, devils have to be freed from below, Sperm cells have to be freed from the balls, This is the only way, like, life can keep going, physical that is. So, try and grasp. Bobo said you right. No, it's a deep thing. This is not like a guess. I'm just telling you how it is. And so y'all have all the religions and things y'all have so y'all can, become what's below. And then, the whores of Nu, they take care of the rest. This is, man gets lustly thoughts. Next thing you know, he's orgasming. He's like, I don't know how I got those thoughts. I don't know where that urge came from. Because he didn't, schedule this. He didn't say next week on Tuesday, I'm going to beat off. I'm going to get really horny and jerk off. That didn't happen. He just was chilling, and then he got this urge, like, oh shit, I think I want some vagina. There's none around. Where's my Vaseline? Like, horrors of new, the abyss. You can't see them. They're from the darkness of self, below. You know, they tempt dead cells. That's sperm cells. They damn near dead. Their cells is like thick substance. They're like sailormen because they're like liquid. Like fishmen. Like seamen. Like seamen. Seamen. There you go. Salam shalom. Trying grass. And so, these little devils, it's like it says, I saw a star fall from heaven having the keys to the bottomless deep. And then he let them loose and they look like scorpions. That's sperm cells. So, it's deep. All the orders have to be. So, cells in the body are going through apoptosis and all types of things. This is cell sacrifice, just so your fingers can spread apart and you can get to the point of puberty where you ejaculate. Frontal lobe start growing, temporal lobe kind of shrinks a little bit. Well, a part, what is that part called in the, is it the, it's not anything to do with that. There's a part in your temporal lobe that shrinks, and it's like the sinking of Atlantis. All the cells from there, they kind of just get dropped down to below. This is around puberty time. So, like I said, the body's a world. All the life within it experiences these things. We live in a body, so it's the same. Worldwide flood, your embryoblast stage, where you have your arc of cells, and all the other cells make for the amniotic sac and the placenta. And only that arc of cell develops into the body. So that's your Noah's Ark, the worldwide flood. Amniotic sac, this is the waters. So it's a deep thing you have to grasp. How much to pay for you to talk about schizophrenia and bipolar? Is the soul a real thing? Salam, shalom, champ. Visit wiseservant.org. Oval said, how do we as men combat those urges? I didn't tell you to combat anything. I'm telling you the realities of real life, Oval. Snap out is stupid, Oval. Oval's like 20 guys. Like a little kid that likes to come around in the store and get on people's nerves, but he down though. Yeah, he down with the crew and shit. He like the little homie. He come around here aggravating me and shit. But he good people, so I think. Try and grasp. Now, where was I? I think I covered everything, didn't I? If you're lost in Isaiah 34, 9 through 17, they're speaking of Lilith and the realms below that I was just speaking of. And so it's like I said, the abyss of self or the darkness of self is so fucking horrible that you guys pass out. Y'all call this sleep, unconsciousness. Setting the self, you got like good dream, regular dream, nightmare. Then those realms, that's when y'all just pass out like, fuck this shit. I don't wake up from that shit. You say, I had a dream, but I don't remember it because those realms is so fucking horrible. When bad things happen to you, you'd like to try to forget. So I did. So this is what really happens to y'all when y'all have dreams. That y'all have dreams, y'all fall into this realms. It's so ugly that y'all just pass out and go unconscious. You wake up the next day. You say, I think I had a dream, but I don't remember. That's how horrible it is there. Like I said, when horrible shit happen, your mind try to forget it. Like, I ain't gonna remember this shit. Fuck it. So it's deep. Try and grasp. Now, if you think I'm lying, go to the darkest place you can find. Make sure there's not a piece of light that can see through. And you make sure it's empty, empty. It doesn't have to be big. Just make sure it's empty. And you go in that darkness, and all that's within will come out. And then y'all start freaking the fuck out. There's something in here. Ain't shit in there. All your negativity and all the monsters and scary things from the darkness of self, the abyss within, comes out. Because in the darkness there is no physical. Well, take a little peanut punch break. You know, I love me some peanut punch. I got to have it. Thank you, Mosty does something. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-mm-mm. This shit turn you straight Jamaican. You be like, wanna rub with me? They say it like that every time. Whatever they say that. Like it tastes good, whatever they say. I don't know. See? It just happens. Like, you wanna rump with me? They say like you didn't hear them, but you heard them. You didn't even say They said it for you. It's deep. Jamaicans are a little slow, but I like them a lot. Really cool. Peanuts. You said peanuts. Yeah, peanut punch. Oh, you should try some, young man. It's really delicious. Now that's the cheap one, but you have the real one. It's thicker. No homo. It's really good. He said, I was just watching Shot as if you ever seen that movie. Of course not. I was just born yesterday. You're damn near a whole 20 years younger than me talking about it. I see some shit that came out before he was born. Huh? If it came out before you was born, I seen it. When you was born, 2001 or some shit? Yeah, I seen that. Griff Maddox said, talked to my sister yesterday, said when she was little she had dreams, said that she will go into the darkness and it was almost like she couldn't get back to her body. Salam, shalom, deep thing. But I'm speaking literal. Darkness and light. Light correlates with awake, darkness with unconsciousness, of course. When y'all wake up, it is like light. And so the light is without or outside of the vessel. When y'all fall into sleep, y'all falling into the darkness, meaning your conscious, which is in, here, is dropping to the dark realms of self. The bottoms of the spine. This is where the sperm cell are dead. This is where the coccyx is. That's the dejed, D-J-E-D, pronounced dead. That's where all the dead is. The realms where everything just goes dead. Darkness correlating with that. Not nighttime, but darkness where you can taste it, feel it. And so these realms are within y'all. When y'all fall into sleep, y'all are falling into the darkness of self, meaning what is within. Some of y'all have a lot of fears hidden within. If I put you in a complete dark room with no light coming through by yourself, you're going to be scared shitless. You're going to feel like shit breathing down your neck. You're going to feel like it's shit in the room with you. But this is just you and all them entities within Lilith's domain, which is the dark night, or what is below in self. So it's a deep thing. Just like light can wake a person up out of darkness. Meaning if y'all dead, knocked out sleep, I can put a bright light in your face, y'all will wake up out that shit. Like, Bro, what the fuck? Who put light in my face? You get it? I don't care how knocked out you are. Light will bring you out of it. Put that shit close enough to your face and it's bright enough. Same with darkness. If I put you in the darkest, gloomiest room you can think of, y'all gonna go to sleep within 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Y'all gonna find a place, because once y'all get in there, y'all gonna get freaked the fuck out and look for a little place to curl up in, feeling like shit is near you. Y'all gonna close y'all fucking eyes and try to black out. And so, that's what's gonna happen. Hopefully I can catch it. If not, so long, shalom. Arithmetic said I grasp light and dark. Yeah, these two things is real. Darkness being a physical pigment, meaning black is not a color. It's a physical pigment, a substance. White is not a color, but it's light. Get it? You have white, which is light. From this white light, you will get all your colors. Or from this here, white light, you will get all your colors. These colors being lights as well. So, there it is.